thank you guys so much for joining me today. So I decided to change the name of my channel from from New Teacher Timeout to The Educationalist. I think that that's a lot more fitting for what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to achieve. So, like the video says, how to actually make co-teaching work. Now, I want to read a couple of different things to you guys as to, like, if I was a new teacher and I really wanted to make co-teaching work, what I would do is I would Google it. So I just want to go over a couple of things. So the National Education Association says 6 steps to successful co-teaching. So you all know that co-teaching is typically when you have an inclusion teacher and a main teacher, and they're both supposed to teach together. And now they say establish a rapport, identify your teaching style and use them to create a cohesive classroom, discuss strengths and weaknesses, discuss individualized education plans and regular education goals. And I mean, these are all fine and dandy, but I think that sometimes as teachers, I just want to be really honest with the teaching profession, because I think sometimes we can give these general statements and don't really know how they're implemented. It's kind of like, here, take this and go, run, figure it out by yourself. You guys are adults. And I think, adults by themselves sometimes have a difficult time. I've had amazing co-teachers. I think the majority of all my co-teachers have been pretty good. And we've had bumps in the road. But I think how those bumps could have been resolved is if we stated from the beginning what the expectation was for each person. If the department heads or whoever is above them are clear on what the expectation is. Now, every day should be a little different for a co-teacher, but if they're doing an observation, I think it needs to be set okay, you know what, on a minimum, what you should be doing as a co-teacher is you have to take the first 10 minutes of class to do the warm-up activity. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's clear cut what the expectation is for each person, if that makes sense. So that way, when they reach a point, they know what to expect, and what you're going to expect from them. I've always been, I was a co-teacher once. I was the actual inclusion teacher, and then I became the main teacher. And so I know that my personality style is very, very, I can be an alpha female in the classroom. I can't even control that sometimes. It just comes out. So I know that it can be a little difficult, but I definitely think that, if it was set in the beginning what the expectation was for each class, and then day to day it might change, but if the expectation is consistent, you're responsible for the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes, or you're responsible for grading certain papers or taking notes for students that have difficulty writing. There are certain expectations that should be met on a daily basis, and I think that it's up to the department head to uphold that. And I know some people might feel oh, you guys are adults and you guys should be able to figure it out. But if you talk to teachers who are in inclusion classrooms that the classrooms are not doing well, it creates more of a hostile environment than you think. So I definitely believe that it should be set in the beginning. What is the expectation of these two teachers? What's the lead teacher's role? Are they going to play lead teacher? Is it going to be a parallel teaching type of environment? What's the set of consistency that can be expected for the classroom? And that's my take on this. So I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what else you think could be effective as being a co-teacher and inclusion teacher, and what has worked for you in the past, because we all need this help, right? All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Have an excellent night. I'll see you guys next time.